In today's video, I'm going to be budgeting out my second paycheck of December using the zero-based budget method. Let's get right into it. So I take out my budget notebook. This is a budget notebook that I actually use to track my spending, track my paychecks, and budget out on my paychecks for every single time that I'm paid. Now, I go over to my calendar portion because this is where I actually have everything planned out. Everything that you see highlighted in a certain color is a certain paycheck. So the blue was taken care of with the last paycheck in November. The green was taken care of with the paycheck that I got paid on the 6th. And today we're budgeting my second paycheck, which is highlighted in purple. Now, I haven't already done my budget for January. I'm only going to be budgeting out everything up until the end of the month. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I do is I write down the pay date of this paycheck, which is December 20th. The next thing I do is I put paycheck number 2. I budget my paychecks at $2,000 because that's the lowest amount that I receive. But this particular paycheck was $2,192.25. I also got paid from LTK. I get paid from LTK as long as I make over $25. I get paid from there weekly. I don't include it in my budget. However, I did get paid $174.84. And then what I had remaining in my checking accounts, I don't include, but I have $802.72, and that gives me a total income of $3,169.72 to budget out using the zero-based budget method. The next thing I do is I go ahead and I put the dates. Just like I mentioned before, everything that you see highlighted in purple is the bills and expenses that need to be taken care of with that paycheck. So I'm going to go ahead and put December 20th. Retirement, we budget $102.30. Investing, budgeting $155.89. Savings, $250. Gas on the 22nd, $60. Christmas is coming up on the 25th. Usually I give the big kids $100. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. Christmas. And I'm going to put in parentheses kids because I already know exactly who I'm referring to. And this year I'm going to drop it down to $50 because one, I already signed for my daughter a car. So I feel like that should be her Christmas present right there. And my stepson, I'm going to give $50 as well. So I'm just going to budget out $100 total and just send each of them $50 just to have a little bit of money in their pockets during the holiday. The next thing is on the 29th, and then that's going to be gas as well. And that's going to be $60. So now I'm going to go ahead and total everything up just to see how much all of these bills and expenses come up to. So $102.30 plus $155.89 plus $250 plus $60 plus $100 plus another $60 gives me a total of $728.19. Now, also, I know that there are some sneakers that's supposed to come out tomorrow, actually, at the time of filming this video. So I'm going to go ahead and put sneakers. And I'm going to give myself $200 for that. And then also, I do want to go ahead and put money aside so that I can maybe possibly even get my hair done. Maybe at the end of the month or maybe at the beginning of January. Because I did put it in my budget last time, but I told myself that because I was gonna do extra spending on Christmas that I wasn't gonna get my hair did. So as you can see right here on my monthly budget with hair, I said I was gonna budget out $300 for hair, but I didn't get my hair done this month just yet. But I would love to actually get like maybe a wash and press, or maybe even just purchasing a wig. So I'm just only gonna give myself $100 for hair just in case I, can't find someone to do my hair. So I'm just going to put hair. at $100. So this is total is going to be $300. So now I'm going to go ahead and add $728.19 plus the 300, which basically gives me a total of $1,028.19. So now when I take my income and I subtract my bills and expenses, I'm going to see exactly what I have left. And this is what I call a zero-based budget. So $3169.72 subtract $1,028.19. I'm left with $2141.53, which I already know that I'm gonna have some bills and expenses that's gonna be due at the beginning of the month up until the next time that I'm actually paid. But right now I'm gonna stop right here because I need to see exactly how much money I'm gonna be having left at the end of the month so that I can go ahead and better prepare for January. I feel like that's what I was getting confused with, and that's what I was messing up my budget with. I was on paper, it was looking like I was in the hole, and in reality I wasn't in the hole. So I'm gonna wait till the end of December and come back and actually close out the budget, so that way at the beginning of the month of January I can actually see exactly how much money I'm gonna have in my checking account. So far right now I'm gonna leave $2,141.53 in my checking account to sit there and actually roll over to January so that we can plan January out effectively and so that we won't be in the negative on paper, because I haven't overdrafted on my account at all. Although when I do my budget and I don't include what I have remaining because I've done my budget so far in advance or so early in advance where I don't take accountability of what I actually have remaining in the account and disperse that money effectively. So now that's what I'm gonna do on December 31st. Even though I don't post on December 31st over here, I'm gonna start coming back on here and actually closing out my budget so you can see exactly what I have left remaining in that month, so that I can roll it over to the beginning of the month so I can effectively create a budget or have a budget that's more accurate than what I was doing before. So that's all for this video, you guys. This is how I actually budget out my second paycheck in the month of December using the zero-based budget method. I will see you guys in the next video.